3 years of marriage, 2 years of dating, and I thought I knew my husband. He was never the violent type until the night he found his sister in bed with our neighbor. They've always been close. She spent more time at our house than their parents. My husband pays her bills, cover her tuition, and buys her everything from the latest iPhone to designer clothes.
What a brother.
Sometimes I feel very jealous as my own brothers only take from me. They don't buy for me. But that night, he became someone I didn't recognize. He pounced on our neighbor who've been like a brother to him and nearly beat him to death. It took the strength of multiple neighbors to pull him off. He screamed, "In my house, sleeping with my sister." After they dragged our blooded neighbor away, my husband turned to his sister. "How could you?" he shouted. "After everything I've done for you, how could you do this?" She sobbed and begged, but he was unconsolable. His face welled with tears. I eventually gave up trying to calm him and left him alone. Later that night, he came home stark drunk, disheveled and barely coherent. I told myself it was the shock, the betrayal. The next morning, I found him crying alone in the bathroom. Over the next few days, he stayed out late, always coming home drunk. His moods spiraling deeper. One night, as he lay passed out, I took his phone, needing answers. Nothing. No chat with his sister. They were close, closer than we were. It was impossible that they hadn't been talking. As I was about to put down the phone, a message popped up. I opened it. It was her, begging for his forgiveness for cheating on him.
Cheating
with the neighbor.
Wow.
Swearing it only happened once. I didn't enjoy it like I do with you. She wrote.
Wow.
My blood turned to ice. Another message followed. I miss you. If you kill yourself like you said, I will do it too. I can't live without you. I felt sick.
Imagine.
This was his blood sister. Since I know him, they've been inseparable.
Wow.
How long had this horror been going under my nose? Then she sent another message, her nude photo.
Interesting.
I'm tired of waiting, she wrote. Come when she's asleep. I need you. I was dumb.
Wow.
I forwarded the messages to myself and put his phone back. They want to die, Abby? Fine. With the evidence I have, no one will question it when they take their own life. I will leave behind the proof of their secrets, a story of betrayal and madness. Tonight, my husband and his sister will fall into a sleep they won't wake up from, and the world will finally see the twisted truths they try to hide. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Daily Dose of Everything. My name is Desmond Sole-Sado. You can call me Desmoney. Don't forget this show is produced by Shoutout TV and sponsored by Ideas Rainthas. I'm not here alone, I'm here with my co-host. She's dressed so beautiful with a black gown. She goes by the name Hello. You see the way they modernize the name, you know. I for use phone and I'll say hello. She's my co-host, but she not they like all those kind this thing. Like man not talk. She's an Akbar on the norm. So guys, it's another episode.
Okay, no problem.
And I have the married Elo. She's here with us. You can see the ring. I will always tell. Will
you leave me and being married?
No, I need to announce it so that any new viewers we have on our channel. She's married and taken. Very, very serious. You know, there's a marriage that is not serious. So this was very, very serious. With both Bible and any other way you believe that they use. How are you feeling? It's another episode.
I'm fine. But at this time, I don't know what to do to you.
Sorry now. Happy Sunday.
You should just
hope you went to church.
I did.
Okay guys, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, and on our website is www.shoutouttvblog.com. On our Instagram is shoutoutTV_studio. On our Facebook is shoutoutTV, and on our TikTok is Daily Dose Podcast. Okay, and for our sponsors, Ideas Renters, you can follow their social media platform. It's actually ideas.renters. Don't forget, it's daily dose of everything. And another episode, and it's this money. We have an interesting story to share today. Okay, no, I have an interesting story to share. You actually have your own stories. Most times you like stealing my story.
I don't steal your stories.
No, you don't steal my story, but sometimes I come some of my story before I will even see the story. You're already there. Why?
I don't understand.
You are too informed. This is my coach. She's always ahead. Why? More actually when it comes to relationship, marriage, and this thing.
Forget coaching him. You like advice for free. I don't do free things. No free. No free.
Oh, not true. They don't cash me again.
So stop expecting.
Don't worry. I will change. It's just that the senior person, they say anywhere you see food shop, there's nothing in this country. You understand? So the same thing.
I don't have free food to give
anyhow you can help me.
As far you are concerned, there's no free food for you. You have to pay for it.
I have to pay for it.
Not after you're always teasing me on this podcast.
No, I'm not. Okay,
not happening.
Oh yeah, let me. I will never tease you again in this podcast. I will stop, but I cannot swear.
I believe you.
Okay, guys.
Till next week, we'll see.
There's actually an interesting story that I want to share today.
Okay.
It's an amazing one. You're going to like it. No, it's still all about family.
All right.
So let me go with it. So, all my viewers out there, please don't forget, like I said, she's my coach and she's married. And nobody should come close. The ring is still there. Okay. Today's episode is actually the betrayal within, a family's shocking secret.
Well, actually, every family has a secret, though.
Yes, but this one is a shocking secret.
But depending on the secret.
Yes.
Every cockroach in the cupboard has different size, so.
This one is very big. Very big. It doesn't really cockroach. You see, you climb check. You say, some men don't say, I'm the man of the house. I'm the man of it. What the secret question? But wait, let me ask a question.
Okay.
Why is it that if you people are not scared of men, you can literally talk to them, you start talking back. But the moment the woman see cockroach, as small as cockroach, the woman will run and start looking for the man to help her kill the cockroach.
Hello, I am not scared of cockroach.
You're not scared of cockroach?
Let me inform you. I'm not scared of cockroach.
So what are you scared of?
Maybe.
The only animal I'm scared of is lion. And even that lion yourself. If I see the lion, that's maybe I want to run. I'm not running. I'll just be taking it through.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
But the way Flash used to. Okay, guys, let's
to the zoo very soon.
No.
We'll see.
See, even if we go to the zoo, the only zoo we have here is Ogbazu.
I heard about there's one new zoo in Benin, private owned.
Yes, I heard about. I've not been there, but I heard about it. I saw the video. It's actually nice. I think we'll pay a visit. Let's explore that place. But normally we're talking about the Ogbazu. The lion there normally they cannot run. Those lions cannot run anymore.
So you're in the cage. You know if they can run or not.
No, not. Okay, see, guys, let me tell you guys. I want to, like that. Not like that person that went to go and enter a lion cage. This time around, they should put the lion here. The lion should know that we are running towards this direction. Not the lion will not be trying to eat me. No, the lion should know that we are running towards this direction. Then I will be here. Then let's do relay race and see. Yes, now.
So how is the lion going to know that you guys are? He's not supposed to eat you.
No, now that's why they will need to tell the lion. I don't understand.
We'll get there. We'll know.
Okay, guys, let's jump into the story for today. It's an amazing story, and like we said, the betrayal within, a family shocking secret. And I'm going to dive into the story, and let's just pay attention and listen. It's something that we need to actually understand, learn, and tell us what you feel about the story at the end of it. Go to the comment section, tell us how you see the story to be, and give us from your own view. Tell us what you think about it. So I'll just dive into the story right now. And it goes like this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready?
Shoot.
Smile. Okay, let's go. This is a lady. She said, 3 years of marriage, 2 years of dating, and I thought I knew my husband. He was never the violent type until the night he found his sister in bed with our neighbor. They've always been close. She spent more time at our house than their parents. My husband pays her bills, cover her tuition, and buys her everything from the latest iPhone to designer clothes.
What a brother.
Sometimes I feel very jealous as my own brothers only take from me. They don't buy for me. But that night, he became someone I didn't recognize. He pounced on our neighbor who've been like a brother to him and nearly beat him to death. It took the strength of multiple neighbors to pull him off, and even then his range was unyielding. He screamed, "In my house? Sleeping with my sister?" After they dragged our blooded neighbor away, my husband turned to his sister. "How could you?" he shouted. "After everything I've done for you, how could you do this?" She sobbed and begged, but he was unconsolable. His face welled with tears. I eventually gave up trying to calm him and left him alone. Later that night, he came home stark drunk, disheveled and barely coherent. I told myself it was the shock, the betrayal, but still, I couldn't shake off the unease gazing at me. The next morning, I found him crying alone in the bathroom. Over the next few days, he stayed out late, always coming home drunk, his moods spiraling deeper. One night, as he lay passed out, I took his phone, needing answers. Nothing. No chat with his sister. They were close, closer than we were. It was impossible that they hadn't been talking. As I was about to put down the phone, a message popped up. I opened it. It was her, begging for his forgiveness for cheating on him.
Cheating
with the neighbor.
Wow.
Swearing it only happened once. I didn't enjoy it like I do with you. She wrote.
Wow.
My blood turned to ice. Another message followed. I miss you. If you kill yourself like you said, I will do it too. I can't live without you. I felt sick.
Imagine.
This was his blood sister. Since I know him, they've been inseparable.
Wow.
How long had this horror been going under my nose? Then she sent another message, her nude photo.
Interesting.
I'm tired of waiting, she wrote. Come when she's asleep. I need you. I was dumb.
Wow.
I forwarded the messages to myself and put his phone back. They want to die, Abby? Fine. With the evidence I have, no one will question it when they take their own life. I will leave behind the proof of their secrets, a story of betrayal and madness. Tonight, my husband and his sister will fall into a sleep they won't wake up from, and the world will finally see the twisted truths they try to hide.
Wow.
What a story.
Interesting. This is so interesting. But at first I was like, why would he be this mad? Why would he be this angry about the sister sleeping with the neighbor? But I know what she did was wrong in his house. Someone who's actually taking care of you and all that. But I was trying to think, is he not going too far drinking because of the whole issue? I started having
he can be depressed. There's some closeness. Maybe you want your sister to keep herself. You want her or whatever. So no. Some brothers do that just on a genuine note. Some brothers do that. But
I haven't seen or heard.
Yes, they do that. But the thing is, him now drinking.
Yeah, you get.
You understand? So the thing had to maybe that was why the wife was like
suspicion.
There's something going. Why would my mama be behaving? This is not be me cheats.
I just
the sister. And not be say the sister cheats. She because she's not
affecting me. Like,
you understand?
Wow.
So it's actually crazy. Just tell me, what do you think about it?
The thing is, how long has this been going on? As in, how did it get to this point? Is it that I don't know what to say actually, but I think were they staying in the same room when they were going?
No,
up? How did they get
according to the story?
To each other?
No, I guess maybe the thing didn't just happen now.
I know.
To me, I guess maybe it's something that has been happening
when they were still in the house together.
Yes, you get. So maybe probably when the guy got married, then the sister moved in with him, and like she said, she stays in their place more than their parents.
Yeah,
you get. So, and to relating to her own story, you hear when she said, "Come when she's asleep," which means it has been going.
Before.
Yes. So let's assume maybe sometimes you can just tell the wife, "Let me go and check up on my sister. There's some family discussion we want to discuss." And the wife will just feel comfortable. She'll just slip off. And they will discuss.
Okay, the thing is it, sometimes the reason why some certain things happen is because parents, some parents just ignore their children or leave them for some other person to take care of. Especially parents that are always traveling, parents that are not around. Sometimes when you have parents that are business person who travel for business, or your father is a mobile police officer, you're a police officer.
Yeah.
They are regularly not around.
They're not around.
So basically, the children are by themselves. So I think we have to try and be close to our kids and monitor the things they do. And
That's
basically,
true.
if you have a boy and a girl staying in the same house, they should have their own separate rooms and there should be boundaries.
Aside that, there was one story I also saw. They actually have separate rooms, but whenever the parents go to bed, the sister sneak into the brother's room and they have it. To get. And this very story, the sister was angry. Because when I read the story, the sister was angry that the brother want to get married. Because the mother was pressuring the guy, like, go get married. The same with the girl. You guys are not, you're not getting younger. Go get married. And this very lady, she was not bringing anybody to the house. So the guy was bringing different persons, just to spite the mom on my hand, to make it look as if maybe I have someone or whatever stuff. So later on, the guy came in with a girl and told the parent, this is the person he wants to get married to. And the sister became angry. She was the one telling the story that the brother betrayed the love that they share.
Wow.
And the brother actually comforted the sister and told the sister, you have to grow up. What happened between us? We can't marry each other. It's not possible. There's no way family will accept it. So let's just move. But to her, she was like, the brother is the only one that she has ever loved. How will she not try loving someone else? She has never done that before. The brother took her virginity. So imagine a case like that. Which means they actually started it when they were much more younger. And according to what she said, they've been having it every night. I was even wondering when I was reading that story at that time, how come there was no point in time she even got pregnant for the brother?
Okay. And the parents never noticed.
They never noticed.
Wow.
Even while she was sharing she was already 20, I think she was already 26, the brother was already 28.
Wow.
And there's nothing like, she's still having that mindset like, this is my future husband. She's not even having a different perspective about it.
These things these days is becoming very rampant. I just think we parents should be very, very vigilant and be very careful with the way we treat our kids. Yeah, there should be serious boundaries. Like, I don't know what's happening though, but I think there should be serious boundaries.
But how can you
telling them,
because
it starts in the day. I think those things start in the day.
But how can you draw out boundaries?
I think you have to start teaching them the fact that there are some certain things you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
From an early age, there's certain, because I think parents tend to hide a lot from their kids, thinking they are still children.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to know this, but you should be told they know much more than we think, or much more than we are that we've seen. I've heard kids like maybe 10 years we're talking about boyfriend.
10 years.
Yes. Funny enough, I think back then I was going to school. Yeah. The kids are actually at my front. They're just thinking about it. That boy. I just opened my mouth like, are you serious? Like, are you serious?
No.
But to their parents, they don't know anything about this, right?
But the thing is, outside the country, I don't know if they jokingly just do it when their children are still like in, I don't know how they call it over there, but let's say here in primary school, you start saying the parents actually know that, oh, who's your girlfriend in school? And the guy was like, this is my girlfriend in school. That's over there now. This is my girlfriend in school. And they normally go out for dates. Those family dates they do. And my son will maybe our driver will take my son to your house. He will go carry your daughter, and they will go out as boyfriend and girlfriend, those kind of stuff. But over here, our culture, we don't accept such stuff. You get, and we make some things very, very strict so that they won't start going off the radar. You get. So, but what I'm saying is, how can you actually control these children in this aspect?
Okay.
Because talking is not enough.
I know. To tell you that I know, but I don't, because I'm not an expert in
Okay.
this. I'm not an expert in this. I'm just trying to say what I think.
Okay.
And another thing is, you see, I think why they do it over there, like getting to know who's your boyfriend asks, is for the fact that they want to try and set boundaries. You know, when your kids are aware that my mom knows this person,
Mhm.
my mom knows this person. So if anything happens, they know who to hold accountable.
Yeah, the first person.
Yeah, they know who to hold accountable for everything that happens to you. Now, and you also know that my mom hears this kind of thing happens to me. He would hold. You already know that there's this sense of responsibility that they're already trying to put on the child.
Yeah.
Trying to make them tell them that I am trusting you to not do this. Even when they are, if you watch some of their videos, you see that you're not old enough to have a boyfriend. Or they'll start asking, Mom, they'll tell them you cannot do this. You're not allowed to
And
do
the child
this.
will say,
No,
no.
it is because they know that my daughter or my child is already interested in this person.
This person.
Then they can actually start counseling them and telling them what to do and what not to do.
But sometimes, okay, like a story. The lady was sharing her story, and she was like, where she started having sexual intercourse at a very young age. What happened was she was just playing in the house, and there's this particular uncle. She respect the guy, like the guy is far older than her, so he was watching something on his iPad, and he dropped it. So she herself now, she just went there and carried the iPad and played it. When she played it, it was actually pornography. And she became glued to what she was seeing. She has never watched such stuff before. So she started watching it, and the thing like started interesting her. She was not watching it. So the guy came in, and it was like, I guess that thing was like a trap. So the guy came in, and the guy was like, "You are watching this?" As if he was trying to query her. And she was begging and say, "I will report you to your mommy." She was not begging. Say, "If you know that I will not report you to your mommy, what you watch now, start practicing it." So that's how the guy took off his clothes, and she starts doing what she was watching on the guy. And before you know, the guy started having sex with her. That's how she started. She was not having sex every time with this particular guy. Like there's no day that goes by that she does not have it with the guy. So, but how did it all happen? From she picking up that iPad to watch what that guy was watching. And the guy used the aspect of, "I will tell mommy, tell your daddy that this is what you're." So she was not scared. At the end of the day, it was just like the guy was not you start using that as manipulating aspect now to manipulate her to continue doing it with him.
I think it's because probably that child has already been scared of the mom, not the fact that there's the consequences for everything she did. And the consequences is not the mother actually telling her what she did was wrong. I think the consequence is going to come with a beating first.
So and she's scared. She doesn't want to take that. Yes. Yeah.
So it got her scared, and she doesn't want to get beaten up by the mom. So that should tell you that I think we parents have to do more of the talking, bonding, than beating.
That's true.
You know what I realized? I think I was teaching I always use my son as an example so that people will understand what I'm trying to talk about. My son is having test on Monday, so I was trying to help him through his the questions and what he should be expecting. So I taught him something. I was asking him a question about it, but he was not able to respond. At first, I got mad and I wanted to hit him. He got scared, and I was complaining to the dad that I don't understand why, blah blah blah. So later, I was just looking at him, and all of a sudden, I asked him another question. Immediately, he answered, and that question was based on his first test. The test he had his previous test.
Yeah.
So he actually remembered and he answered. So I actually smiled and was like, "Wow, okay." Not if he cannot get what I'm trying to ask him. Probably he's scared that if he gets it wrong, I'm going to beat him.
Yeah.
So even if he knows the right answer, he's going to be scared to say it. So I just told him, "Yeah, come." But first scared, so I brought him close to me and I asked him to lie down, put his head on my body. So I started playing with it and started talking about it. Before you know, he started getting it.
Started picking up.
Started picking up. So, if the first thing you would do is beat your child when you hear him do anything, or when he has gone wrong with one thing or the other, they will never tell you anything. I just discovered that they would start keeping him to themselves. And another thing, I think something happened to his football. And when I called him, come here, what happened to your ball? I felt it was running away.
Where can you run to?
Because he actually, I think he peered something on it. I don't know. So he knows he did something wrong. So he was running away. Like, yeah, come. What happened to your football? And then my football, yes. What happened to it? Because he's used to this. Used to always repeating words when he knows he has done something wrong. I said, what happened to your football? I said, football. He said, yes. What happened to your football? Football. I said, why are you repeating words? He said words. I just got tired. I was like, yeah, come. I will not beat you. So I threw the boy away. And he came close. And like, I'm not beating you now. What happened? He said, I bought my ball. I was like, why did you bought your ball? You don't have ball to play with anymore. I bought my ball. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But I'm not buying ball anytime soon. No. But I'm not beating you. I will not beat you, okay? Like sometimes if he does anything and I'm angry, like, mommy, don't beat me.
No, it's like you beat that child a lot.
Mommy, don't beat me. I'm like, okay, I will not beat you. I'm not beating you now. I'm just saying, come. So I think I finally realized that sometimes I think we should try and work on not hitting them with everything they do, or that should not be the first approach to
like showing them
everything.
love.
Yes, first of all, just let them express themselves. Let them tell you why. Let them try to like explain. And sometimes, even if it doesn't make sense, just try to pick sense from what they're saying.
No, the thing is, the reason why some parents
you could bond.
The reason why some parents actually beat up some children, because some of them have actually tried
bonding
with those children, and it's not working. You get, imagine when a child does something, you call the child, you talk to the child politely, sit them down, like spend time like an hour, try talking to them and all those stuff, and you go the next week you're hearing another story, next 2 weeks you're hearing another story. It's just like, some children they take those things for granted. Sometimes some take it for granted. Sometimes they are like, mommy is calm, and I'll just tell mom what I did and mom will just chill.
I'm
you
not
understand?
calm.
No, I know now. Some of us, we know how
what I do is sometimes what I do is I don't intend to just let it slide all the time, but sometimes I'll still beat him. After beating another time, I come. I come now. Sorry, I know they are kids. He will always come, even if I beat him. No, and he's still crying. Mommy beats me. I come. He'll still come. He'll still come. Then try to pet him, play with him, and tell him not to do what he has done. But not every time you let it slide. But it doesn't have to be a beating aspect of it. Okay, there was a story I heard about this a guy who finished his secondary school and went to stay with the uncle in Lagos.
Okay,
he was there for some time. At first, he thought the uncle was a very kind-hearted person, because when he got there, the uncle he wakes up in the morning, washes cars, wash the kids' clothes and everything, keep the compound and all that. The thing continued for some time, and after some time, I think the man just changed. So I think the kids, they are twin. Yeah, they had twin, a boy and a girl.
Okay.
So a day came where the parents went out. So the kids, they are very disrespectful. So they actually called this guy.
Okay.
They used to call him with his first name. So after eating, instead of them going to do their dishes themselves or keep the plate or something, they asked the guy to go and keep their plate and do the dishes for them.
Is that the first time you are doing that?
I'm very sure that's not the first time. Because according to the guy, the dad does the dishes and wash their clothes and all that. So I think that's not the first time. Yeah. So I think he got angry and playfully hit them on the head. They were all cool. But all of a sudden, when they heard their parents' horn, when the parents came into the compound, they started crying, shouting, and they told the parents that the guy beat them, used them to wash dishes, gave them knock on their head. He has been maltreating them since morning and all that.
And imagine when this is coming from twin.
Yeah, your children.
The two of them, they are saying the same thing. So you have no choice than to believe.
So, I think during the evening of that day, the guy thought they were cool. Everybody, since they were still talking, but that evening, the uncle beat him mercilessly. Like he flogged him very well and called the parents. Called them and started telling the parents that their son want to spoil their children, that he's a cultist, he's fooling bad boys around, he has been maltreating the children.
They just added a lot of Maggi and pepper.
So because of that, and the guy said the parents have never flogged or beat him once. So the parents actually asked the guy to come back home. He did. So after I think 7 years later, they came back home for their grandparents' burial.
Okay.
Their granddad, actually, the burial of the granddad. He was late. So when they came, in his heart, it was like when he sees them, he will beat those children. That when he sees that, he will not even talk to them. He will not be friendly. But when he saw them, they were all grown up. 7 years after now, because when he was with them, they were just 10 years old. Yeah. So when he came, he thought like he was going to get angry. But when he saw them all grown up, like wow, and they actually recognized him and they ran towards him and they hugged him. They started catching up. Even when the uncle saw him, the uncle embraced him, but he was getting old already.
Yeah.
He embraced him, and the auntie was like, wow, you've grown to a very young and handsome man. They were praising him. And all of a sudden, those anger just left. And it was like, wow. No wonder they say time heals every wound. But at night, something happened at night.
Okay.
He came outside. I think he came outside to do something. I've forgotten what exactly. Then he heard some funny sounds. So I was like, where's that sound coming from? We're supposed to be morning.
What kind of sound?
Funny sound.
I can't relate.
Yeah. He had some funny sound. So he started to check to see what's happening. But at this point, it was supposed to be morning now. And I'm busy hearing funny sound. So when he went towards the room where the sound was coming, he stood at the window. Wow. It's his greatest surprise.
The uncle and the wife.
So have been better. He saw the twin, the boy and the girl, having
Are you serious?
a room. The girl bent and the guy was from the behind.
The twin.
He was shocked at first. He thought he was dreaming and he pinched himself, but he was not dreaming. So when he saw that, he rushed into the room and he shouted. And they quickly put on their clothes and they were begging him. He shouldn't tell the parents. Now, tell me.
Maybe that was the reason why they were looking for a way to get that guy out of the house.
And apart from that, maybe the guy was not condoling their nonsense. You know, when parents start allowing their kids to do whatever they like, a lot of things start happening.
Yeah, true.
A lot of things start happening that should not be happening because they see it as they can do anything and nobody will say anything about it. That's why parents have to be careful the kind of privilege
You give to your children at times.
Kids.
I guess the parents were just angry with the fact that we don't normally beat our children, and you are in a house, you're beating our children and those kind of stuff. I guess that's just from the parents' aspect. But even adding pepper and Maggi to make sure the guy leaves, saying he's a cultist and all those stuff. That's
I think the kids actually learned from them.
Because for you to start saying
whatever your kids see is what they will do.
Someone that is in your house, you start saying the person is a cultist and whatever, and the person is in your house. You're actually painting the person bad and condemning the person.
Now, parents have to be very careful. It is not everything your children ask for you give them.
So how can they avert this aspect of siblings having sexual intercourse with themselves?
I think they have to start with getting to know them, one, and two, they have to set boundaries.
Which one is getting to know them? Picking where you born by yourself, you don't know.
Some parents don't know their children.
Yeah, it's true, but man, the thing is, it's actually crazy.
Okay, there's other story I actually came across, and this kid, I think it was in church. After service, the child was busy scattering the whole place, throwing the chairs up and down.
Okay.
But the mom was there and she didn't say a word.
You cannot even control your child.
That was not the only thing he did. He went to there was a man sitting not far from them. He went there, he was hitting the man. And the mom she watched and she did as if she did not see anything.
Some women are like that.
Okay. And you expect this kind of a
They'll
child
they'll just assume
to grow
he's
properly.
playing
to
or
grow
she's
properly. I
playing.
don't get. Okay, that's not even the problem. Now, after some time, this same man that the child was hitting, the child went to meet the man to give him, as in, the child wanted the man to give him his phone to him
Yeah.
to start playing with. And he said he cannot give the child his phone. Why? Why would he give his phone to a child? That even a child that he doesn't even know and is even misbehaving. Now the mom was not saying, I give him, he's a child now.
She
give
does
him
not
the
have her own phone.
Give him the phone. Even there was another man close to them that was actually saying, you give him his phone, give him the phone, he's a child.
God will
now.
bless him if he himself gives the child his own phone now.
Then I think since the man refused,
Okay.
the other man gave his Samsung phone. I don't know which kind of Samsung actually, but it was a Samsung phone. Gave the Samsung phone to this child to watch cartoon with. Guess what the child did? Jack took that phone and smashed it on the ground.
Good for him. Yeah, now for that Christmas. No, good for him.
Then it was not like, no, my Samsung phone is so expensive. Your mom has to pay. Guess what the mom said? Why would you give your child your phone?
You say? Why would you?
Give a child your phone. Don't you know he's a child? That kind of
Was she not the one
expensive
saying
phone-
that give her now or give him now? He's a child.
That kind of expensive phone. Why would you give him such expensive phone? When you know it's a Samsung. I'm not paying, no. I don't have money. So they started arguing and the man held the woman. The funny thing that it was not calling the other guy like, were you not here when the woman said I should give him? The man
No.
just looked at them.
If it's
The
me,
man just
I
looked
was
at
not
them.
here.
It's like, what's my business with you people?
No, it's crazy. You have a child and you know your child normally. Some parents actually do that stuff a lot.
So tell
You see
me.
the child. What does not belong to the child? The child is crying over that thing. Like some children, they cry over food that other persons are eating.
Aye. Okay, sorry,
As-
I said
as the-
don't beat
as
your
the-
child.
as the
I
person
said
is-
don't beat your child always, but I mean,
No,
I'm
I'm
give
telling
you
you,
slap.
as the person is taking the rice, putting it. I've seen a child. I was eating that day. The child just still like this. As the food is passing my throat, the child the child will just be doing. You understand? Imagine that kind of.
I know kids from some, most of them are like that, but sometimes they
It is bad. There are some children you give money, they'll take that money, they will take it to their mommy.
my
Say,
son does
mommy,
that.
this person give me.
My son does
you
that.
understand? So imagine when let's say a stranger gives you money, and the money is that maybe the person has a very very bad intention. Nobody will know.
As it was my child, I was teaching him how to save. He has a safe, his own safe box. He has it
Okay.
in the house. So sometimes when they give him money, he will come and give me. And sometimes he will be the one to go and get that safe from where
You
it
put
is.
it in his presence.
Yes. Sometimes I will not have to put it everything though, because it's not gonna be very funny. I'll have to put the tip so he'll be the one to push it in himself. So
Okay. Let me I have a question to ask. So what if the day that he wants to buy biscuits and you don't want to give him the money? Won't he go and carry the box?
he doesn't.
Wow.
He doesn't. And if I don't want to buy him biscuits, I don't want to buy. I'm not buying him
If
biscuits.
it's me, I will carry the box. So you know.
If I'm not buying him biscuits, I'm not buying him biscuits.
Wow, that's awesome.
And sometimes there are some things he hardly cries for. When it comes to me, I don't know. You know that can be different.
Yeah.
There can things if you start crying for it, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying.
Hmm.
If I tell you I'm not buying, I'm not buying. But that same thing that you're crying for today, I might say tomorrow I'll be the one to buy it for you.
Yeah, true.
But if you start crying, especially when maybe probably you see someone else and you want to buy, I tell you I'm not buying. I don't have money. I'm not buying, and I'm not buying it. Even when you start crying, and dad said, I said, you bet don't even try to buy that thing for him. He's not eating it, and he's not eating it.
Mm.
So tell me, that kind of a child, if he has a sibling in the house, why would you think this kind of thing would not happen when there's no boundaries?
Yeah, true. Most especially maybe let's say
You give them everything.
let's say the day they stumble at those kind of wrong
Unnecessary
stuff
things.
online.
Yes.
Before you know, it's a gather process.
You
They
see,
start
you
do
see a
some
child that
silly
is
stuff.
very close to you and easily tells you everything. He will tell you. He will say, "Mommy, I watch movie." Because sometimes when my husband is watching some kind of certain movies, you know there are some movies that maybe like those Jurassic Park and some certain movies that maybe he's watching that since this is not that bad, let him watch. Okay. Sometimes he'll come at me like, mommy, I watch movie, daddy. Yeah, daddy watch. You know, who's like, yeah, daddy watch movie.
Movie.
That is when you can actually, just imagine maybe you watch a movie with a stranger. He'll still come and tell me that, mommy, I'll go watch movie. Then maybe, probably, if I am a parent that is very sensitive or very concerned, I'll try to check the kind of movie they were watching. Or find out so that I'll tell the probably I'll be able to pass the information. Please don't allow my son watch this kind of movie.
But sometimes it's hard to control
yes,
because
it's hard.
You know, sometimes when we were growing up, as at that time, when we were growing up,
it's hard, but you have to
we
try.
actually leave our street. We go to like the next 3 streets or 4 streets to just go to a particular house. Everybody will just be inside. All the children will just sit on the floor and we'll be watching movie.
Yeah, that's for you.
Sometimes you cannot control that aspect because you don't know where we even went to.
Yes,
you get. And sometimes we might stumble on those certain stuff. And there are some girl child that they are very, very spoiled from child. Even if the
girl child are easily.
Even if the guys, they don't want to even think towards that direction. Even if the guys don't want to think towards that direction, the girl child starts instigating some. Yeah, you understand? Before you know, they start doing what they're not supposed to do. And at the end of the day, they start being too attached to that particular person.
They don't know.
If maybe the person, maybe they're not move, like they're not packed to another location, they're not looking for another girl that they want to start doing the same thing that they were doing with that other person.
That's why you start teaching your children about these things at an early age. When you notice this, they already understand. See, kids actually understand things very fast, more than you think. They know these things.
You just see them, they'll just pretend as if maybe they're not.
But you need to make them understand. There's something I told my son. Right?
I'm only using for example.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm only using you for example. I just want people to know, to understand. I'll tell him that do not let anybody touch your bum bum. Anybody touch your bum bum, come and tell mommy. My baby is just 3. You know,
there are some parents that they actually tell their girl child that when the girl child maybe starts seeing her period, they say if anybody just touch you like this,
make her understand. Explain the process of having. You have to explain. You have to tell them the main deal, how it happens, so they will not make mistake. I'll tell my son, if anybody touch your lulu, you come and tell me.
Sure, no.
Yeah, you know. So, even up to his dad, maybe sometimes his dad is beating him or something. Mommy,
daddy touch my no. Oh, bum bum.
Daddy touch my bum bum. He's like that. I'm like, daddy, don't touch my baby's bum bum again. Don't do that. It's wrong. Tell him like that.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
Sometimes, and there are some things that I tell Brian. Maybe Brian tells somebody, shut up your mouth or something. I say, Brian, don't do that. That's wrong. You don't do that. You don't tell somebody shut up your mouth. It's bad. Not good. Mind you, the next day Brian heard me to say, shut up your mouth.
Say, Mommy, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's bad. But it's funny, but he's learning.
Yeah, true.
He's learning. If he can tell me the daddy touch his bum bum, how would he not tell me that someone else outside touch his bum bum? So don't think they are too small for you to start telling them what is happening.
It's better you tell them on time. So
they are never too small.
You understand? Because before you know, it grow into something worse. Like last week,
you know, someone will playfully prank.
Yeah, because like last week, what I wanted to say, like last week,
before you know, he start getting used to it.
They caught some guys at Upper. I think there were 5 of them. They were busy having sex with themselves. So, and majority of them is not when they were mature that they started doing most of those stuff. They started doing it when they were still little.
Yeah.
She start getting addicted to same gender. So if they're not being coached.
Yes, that's why I said boundaries, and you need to teach them on time. You see when kids are growing up, a lot of kids are victim of those things with themselves. They start touching themselves without knowing what they're even doing. They don't know what they are doing, but they just see themselves doing it. But if maybe mommy has told you that if anybody touch my bum bum, it's not good, don't let anybody do that, you'll be able to shy away from it.
Yeah.
Tell the person, I'll tell my mommy. That person will be scared.
True.
And that will not repeat itself again.
Wow. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we just have to be careful, guys. We have a lot of work to do as parents. Let's just try our best. I know sometimes we try our best and things still, at the end, they have their own decisions to make.
Yeah.
But at first, just try your best. Make sure you do the right thing. Explain everything to them. Just make them understand. It's not easy. It is very difficult.
Mm.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one to do. But you have to try.
Okay, guys. Like we said, please watch out for your kids. Know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And always follow up. This sex education is needed. Watch out for your kids. You have a child, a girl child, a male child. Please check out for them. Check what they are doing behind closed doors. You get, check what they are learning. I saw someone who posted online on Twitter space and was like, he went through the daughter's textbook in school that they use in school and start seeing some you having choice in Nigeria, you having choice to decide what gender you want to take inside their textbook. You can understand? So he was like, I'm paying school fees for my girl child, and you're not telling her that she have a choice to choose what gender she want to represent. Nobody can force the gender on her.
Wow.
You understand? So if he didn't go through the textbook, there is no, yes, he won't see that stuff.
You see most parents secretly installing CCTV camera on their children's room. I think that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason why they do that stuff, so that they could monitor what their children are doing. It's not as if they don't want them to have privacy, but sometimes there are some things that are beyond your control.
The work being a parent there's a very, very big workload. Because you going to work as a man or as a woman, you go to work, you come back, and you're still trying to meet up with the kids, check if they've done their homework and all that, and still trying to check in on their personal life.
Getting involved.
It's not easy. On this platform, we actually give kudos to parents, and we want to say we appreciate what you guys are doing. You guys are amazing, but a lot of work is needed to be done. So please, don't give up. It's a big one. It's another episode of Daily Dose of Everything. My name is still Desmond Sulisado, and my co-host is here. She's sitting pretty. She still goes by the name
Hello.
And don't forget, this show is being produced by Shouter TV, and it's sponsored by
Ideas Renters.
Okay, guys, we'll be seeing you on our next episodes. Okay. Don't touch that dial.
Love you guys.
Bye. Hello, guys. My name is Desmond Sulisado. Do you want a very good camera you want to rent and you have an occasion to cover, and you're looking for a place to get good and professional cameras? I bring you good news. Ideas Renters. Yes, we have all kinds of camera equipment, Sony, Blackmagic, Canon, and all kinds of equipment. Are you looking for a tripod to use for that event? Or you're looking for a public address system? Or you're looking for a good lighting to power that beautiful studio of yours? We got you covered. Whether it's 360, drone cameras, we even have drone pilots. If you want, we got you covered. And our address is located here in Benin, the B-Way, opposite Moye Line. Ideas Renters got you covered all the way. And you can call us with the number on our screen, 091 33 42 5563. I go again, 091 33 42 5563. For all equipment, all camera equipment and gadgets, Ideas Renters got you covered. And don't forget, Desmond Sulisado.